Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 7.2.4. What else can slope tell you? Now in the last couple lessons we've been working on calculating slope. Remember, calculating slope just means counting the stair. How much does it go up? How much does it go over? Okay, we've been talking about slope, and today we're going to continue to work on that skill, but we're also going to interpret what slope is. Remember, today you will be able to recognize that sometimes we have a negative slope. Since John's Giant Redwood, slope has been called growth, and it's been positive. Today we're seeing what it looks like when it's different, whether it's a negative slope or if it has zero slope, which means no change. So these are the things that we're adding to our plate today. So our first problem, which is steeper, a line with a slope of 2/5 or a line with a slope of 5/2? Remember, if I pulled up to the gas station and I said, whoa, these prices are steep, that's implying that one of them is a bigger number. So I want you to write a sentence. The slope, either this number, sorry, I should get a pen, this number or this number is steeper because it's the larger number. Which one is the larger number? Go ahead and pause the video now and write your sentence. All right, next problem. So 768, we have this graph off to the right-hand side, and the first thing that I want you to do is start by placing lattice points on the grid. Remember, lattice points are where the graph crosses the grid paper. Okay, go ahead and put those dots on your page right now. Okay, and as we go through this, you'll notice the slope of line A and the slope of line B. Now, to calculate the slope of any line, all we are doing is counting the stair. So I can pick any of these dots. Okay, I'm going to just pick these two. Okay, and I'm going to draw a little stair. And the question is, how much does the stair change? Okay, our vertical change goes in the numerator, and the side-to-side change, horizontal, goes in the denominator. So the question is, how much did this go up? Well, slope A went up 2, and it went to the right 1. Okay, that means the slope of line A is 2/1. Oftentimes we don't include the positive symbols, we just write 2/1. Okay, what is the slope of line B? Well, I can pick any 2 points, and I ask myself, well, how much did it change? Well, it also changed 2, and it also went by 1. The slope is 2/1. So if I were to write a sentence, problem letter A, you have a whole bunch of lines off to the right-hand side in your paper. These lines are the same because they're both 2/1. Make sure that you pause the video and write that sentence. Okay, however, are they really, truly the exact same slope? Because they don't look like the same lines. They don't look like they're going in the same direction. What did I miss? See, these lines are different because one of them is going uphill and the other is going downhill. Well, if one is going uphill positive and the other is going downhill, what did I need to include? I need to make sure that the slope is negative. Okay? And in general, we're going to write this in a minute. In general, we show that slope is decreasing by using a negative sign. Okay, that's what we need to make sure that we include. Okay, so question. Oh, these lines are different because one is going up and the other is going down. Pause the video to make sure you have that sentence. Okay, and let's talk about real world quantities. We need to interpret this problem. Okay, in this problem, we are talking about money in time, days. Okay, so what is person A doing? I notice person A is increasing. They started with $12 And then after 1 day, they have 14. After 2 days, they have 16. After 3 days, they have 18. What are they doing? They are earning $2 per day. Make sure you use the word earn. $2 per day. Okay, what is person B doing? Well, I notice person B has a negative slope. So what are they doing? Are they just losing the money? It's disappearing on them? It's just jumping out of their wallet or purse? No, they are spending. Okay, if you're going to make your bank account go up, you need to go earn some money. The question is, where does money come from? If you are ever in need of money, do you know where money comes from? No, don't say your parents. Work. Money comes from going to work. Okay? Person B is spending $2 per day. Okay? Notice this is the unit rate for both person A and person B. In general, we show that slope is decreasing by using a negative sign. Let's make sure we have that written down off in the lines off to the right. Okay? In general, we show that slope is decreasing by using a negative sign. Pause the video if you need to finish writing that out. All right, let's go ahead and jump to the next problem. What if it does not grow? See, if you are not earning the money, if you are not spending the money, what's happening to the money? So let's look. The graph at right shows 3 different lines. Is it increasing or decreasing? Well, you're going to write these adjectives off to the right-hand side. Technically, I think this is a gerund, but we'll leave that to your language arts teacher. So off to the right-hand side, line A is increasing or decreasing? Well, that's increasing. Is it increasing quickly or slowly? Well, anything more than 1, I would say is quickly. If it's less than 1, I would say slowly. So line A is increasing quickly. Line B, what is line B doing? Nothing. Line B is not doing anything. It is staying the same. Line B is staying the same. Another way to say that is there is no change. That would be somebody who is saving their money. This is earn. This is save. This is spend. Right? If they have $4, they are saving their $4. They're not adding to it. They are not spending it. It is staying those $4. They are saving it straight across. Now, yes, some people say, well, you can increase your savings by adding to it, but that requires earning money. You earn money or you receive money and you add it. That would be an increasing savings. So line B is staying the same. And line C. Line C, what are you doing? Are you increasing or decreasing? You're decreasing. And is it quickly or slowly? Well, remember I said anything more than 1 is quickly. So here's going down 1. And that is less than 1. Okay? So that means that it is decreasing slowly. Okay, problem letter B. Problem letter B. Line B is different than the other 2 lines. As the x value increases, goes this way, what is happening to the y value? Well, the y value is not changing. That's right. The y value is not changing. Because, see, it doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. It stays the same. The y value does not change. This means there is 0 or no slope. This means there is 0 or no slope. 0 slope means that there is no slope. You know what normal people call that? Flat. Level. Okay? That is what 0 means. If we keep talking, Okay? If we keep talking, we need to make sure that we remember that we're talking about real world things here. Okay? These real world things. And what I want to focus on is the unit rates. The unit rates off to the side. Now, to do the unit rates, we need to find the slope of the line. To calculate the slope of the line, we need to put these lattice points on here. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to calculate the slope of every line by drawing a stair, counting the squares, and you are going to write the unit rate of line A is this many dollars in this many days. Okay, you're going to have that unit rate for each one of them, A, B, and C. Pause the video now to calculate the slopes. All right, you should have the slopes for each of these. You should have a positive number that is up and over. Okay, the big number should be on top because it's steeper. You should have gotten the number 0 for line B because remember, when you did here to here, it did not go up 0 over 5. That's the one tricky one. Okay. On line C, you went down and over. Okay. Please remember that when you went down, you should have written negative dollars. Okay. Because when you went down right there, that was going down 3. That's in your numerator. Okay. So we have our slopes written down as unit rates. Final problem for today. The most difficult thing today is putting your correct axes. Now, I want you to notice you have 0. Count each square on the x-axis by 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and 40. Okay, go ahead and do that. Okay, and count your y-axis by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, and there are 4 parts. Step 1. I actually want you to plot first. I think it's easier to plot first, but you can go at this to do these 4 problems. Question A. Antoine is or is not traveling at a constant rate. Is or is not. You could look at the table. You could plot and then look at the line, but I need off to the right-hand side, is Anton traveling at a constant rate? B, you are going to look at your graph. You are going to draw a trend line. Okay? And once you have a trend line, I want you to predict and write a sentence. It will take this many minutes to go 10 miles. So that means that you're going to go over on the 10 until you hit your trend line, and then you're going to go down. Okay? But you have to have your trend line to figure that out. Last of all, you need to find the slope of your line. Now, one of the points that you're going to use is 0, 0. Okay? It's not really a proportional relationship, but if you have 0 time, you're going to go 0 distance. So you know one of the points is 0, 0. And then you're going to draw a stair up some amount, over some amount, and then you're going to write your slope. How many miles did you go up in how many minutes? Now remember, because it's 0, it's really easy to figure out how much you went up. So the last part is to name the slope. So you have a couple sentences to write off to the right-hand side. The important thing that we need to recognize out of today's lesson, we calculate slope by counting our stair. Okay, and we need to remember that sometimes when we do slope, it's going to be positive. Sometimes it's going to be no change, 0. And sometimes it's going to decrease. But we have to be able to interpret what that means in these real life situations. Thanks for coming to today's lesson, lesson 7. 0.7, 0.2, 0.4. What else can we tell about slope? So, see you next time.